Welcome to ESPN's coverage of Capital One Bowl Mania and the 2014 Popeyes Bahamas Bowl. Central Michigan, the Chippewas out of the MAC, take on the Hilltoppers of Western Kentucky out of Conference USA. The kicking game will be interesting because of that wind, Coach, and also short uprights here in the Bahamas. We'll watch for that. Now trying to create some space for himself and lofted it out, and it's caught. A fine catch by Leon Allen. Allen, the lone setback, to the left of Dowdy. On 3rd and 4. He's looking that way and finds him and has the first down and just out across the midfield. Allen on the receiving end there. Tony Anise came up to make the stop, but it was 38% for the season. What's the right number there, guys? If you're an offense, 50%, take 50% for sure.
Absolutely.
Right, what's the defensive number? What's the right number?
30's great. 30's fantastic.
All right, on 3rd and 3, here's Dowdy. They protect him well, and they swing it around to Jared Dangerfield, who is their 3rd down converter. He's their clutch receiver. He's got him another first down. On 1st and 10 now, about the 15. Here's Dowdy again. Great pocket for him. End zone. Touchdown. It's Jared Dangerfield. His team-leading 11th touchdown of the season. It's for 14 yards in the score, and the Hilltoppers take the early lead on their first drive.
The Hilltoppers have 7 receivers that have 29 receptions with more marks, so he has a lot of people to catch. Great double move by the young man.
Not only that, how about the touch of Brandon Dowdy, the quarterback, of arcing that ball just enough to know that his big 6'3" receiver could get it in front of the defender?
Boy, let's credit the offensive line for Western Kentucky. Great protection.
Garrett Schwetman, the junior, on for the extra point attempt. And again, the uprights are short, but he splits it cleanly. Jared Dangerfield, Mr. Clutch. A lot of 3rd down conversions and a lot of touchdowns. Fine start for Brandon Dowdy and company. 62 yards and a touchdown pass. We'll see if Cooper Rush can match him. As Laura mentioned, Sailor Lavalley starts in the backfield, but Rush comes out firing and completing to Titus Davis. And Davis, yards after catch. Davis advances all the way inside the 30 of Western Kentucky before Dijon Brown brought him down. It's a gain of 45 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd and 2, they'll call it, from at the 22-yard line. Here's Rush. Looking to throw for it. End zone, got a man. Was he inbounds? Wow. Yes, touchdown. It's Titus Davis.
Well, let's see now.
If it stands, it's 21 yards and 6 points. Only need 1 foot.
Wow, that's a great job of concentrating on the ball. One-handed catch. The defender had his hand on his left arm, took it away from the defender, caught the ball, has it there. Nice job.
How about that answer from the Chippewas?
The play-action passing. Notice that Western Kentucky drops back, not Central Michigan. All play-action.
Brian Evie pumps it through. And that's the kind of college football we like to see. 2 series, 2 touchdowns.
Absolutely.
Here's 3rd down and 1. They keep it on the ground. Allen's got the 1 and then a whole lot more across midfield. And finally brought down at the 37-yard line. Anise got there, but not in enough time. See Dowdy under center. And he'll flip it to Wales. Able to turn the corner. Got plenty of real grass in front of him. And he's slammed out by Jason Wilson, I beg your pardon, at the 12-yard line. To the players. They told us about it. Hey, guys, here's Dowdy. Look at this pocket. Look at this protection. And throws underneath to Joel German. And German is in for the touchdown.
Was somebody mentioning something about yards after catch and yards after contact?
Nobody beats you throwing a catch, and they beat you because they run after. But I tell you, Dowdy, I saw him against Marshall. 59 points in 60 minutes regular season. He's just had a fantastic year.
Well, that was Joe Tumpkin's big concern, the defensive coordinator for the Chippewas. He said, got to prevent the yards after the catch. And he's having a nightmare start. His defensive unit here. Schwetman back on. for the extra point. A couple of long scoring drives for Western Kentucky. And the extra point is good. We haven't even played, just over around 7 minutes played. We got 3 touchdowns already. Sure do. At the Popeyes, Bahamas Bowl. Come on back before scoring. You would slip up at some point and you're mad at him or something. No, he's chill all the time. That pass, what a dime. With all due respect to Trent Dilfer. Cooper Rush firing it in there, and Jesse Kroll on the receiving end.
When they say for your dad, ask my son Skip.
That's a great point. Rush able to just get that through the leaping arm to the defender. Again, it's Titus Davis on another big play, and they'll move the chains. Players on the offensive line all season. That is a rarity at any level of football these days. Rush takes a hit again and is intercepted. A juggling pass intercepted Cam Thomas, and he's going to run it out of the end zone. So Rush should have been intercepted when he was belted on the ejection. That wouldn't have counted anyway. This one does count. 3 receivers to the left. And Dowdy, of course, is going to the right. And he's got his man for a big gain. It's Taywan Taylor, their speedster and leading receiver in terms of receiving yards. Tacks on another one.
Well, the criticism, but he was a wonderful quarterback and a wonderful man.
On 3rd and 6, they've converted all 3 of their first down opportunities, and there's another first down. Make it 4 for 4 on 3rd down conversions. That's Uncle Willie on the receiving end. Split out Allen to the right, bottom of your screen. Dowdy looking to the end zone. He's got his man. Touchdown. They're going to call the touchdown. Twain Grant, they're going to say he broke the plane for another score, and the 3rd touchdown pass of the game for Dowdy.
Very poor reaction by the defensive line.
A great job of standing tall in the pocket by Dowdy. Does a terrific job visually looking down the field, standing tall, throws the ball vertically down the field to play. Here's the catch. He's in. I think he broke the plane.
Yeah.
It's tough to see from that angle, but it looks like when he spun around, the ball broke the plane.
The official on the goal line did not hesitate at all. They're taking a look at it right now.
The viewers back home, 12 football game.
Was touchdown, and it will stand. Dowdy has 3 touchdown passes.
12 games. 11 of the games, they scored a minimum of 34 points. I mean, unbelievably consistent.
Dowdy stays on the field. He was the holder for the extra point, 12. And Garrett Schwetmunk boots it through. First down and 10 now for Central Michigan. Great starting field position after the penalty. Here's Cooper Rush. He'll be dragged down from behind. There is a flag on the play. Gavin Rocker.
Had to be holding.
Holding. 37 offense.
3rd down and 12 now. Push back to the 45. Here's Rush. Good protection. And throws it and completes it for the first down. Dion Butler. Making the big play.
Yeah, I was never accused of being a player's coach.
Bocci, the fullback, was in there. You thought to get the 1 yard. Instead, they try to go to Courtney Williams, and he can't bring it down. Brian Evie is the kicker. He attempted just 9 field goals all season long.
He's dead into the wind.
Double tight end to the right. They're going to run that way. Lavallee, did he get there?
No, he didn't get it.
Nick Holt met him at the line of scrimmage.
Now I understand why they threw it on 3rd and 1.
Because 4th and 1 wasn't much better.
No. Until that does, they aren't going to win.
There's 3rd and 12. Dowdy steps up to avoid the rush. Throws in a brilliant catch at the 40-yard line by Willie McNeil. McNeil has the first down and plenty more out to the 46. It's a gain of 27.
Central Michigan, they lost 24-21. A little different today.
That was a couple of years ago. Lots of running room for Nicholas Norris. Norris Pass is finally dropped inside the 30-yard line by Dennis Naylor.
That was a great turning point. They only put up 10 points in that game. It was embarrassing for the players and embarrassing, actually, for the quarterback. He told us that.
Off play action, going back to the end zone. Touchdown. It's Mitchell Henry, the senior tight end. 16 yards scoring play off the play action. And Western Kentucky continues to move down the field. Fourth passing touchdown for Brandon Dowdy.
He had 8 against Marshall. He may break that the first half.
They're having their way against this defense. This defense cannot stop him. They can't pressure him. They talked about moving him off his mark. They can't get close to him to move him off his mark.
I think Western Kentucky is a little bit more athletic. Very talented people.
Garrett Schwetmung is wearing out that foot, kicking all these extra points. 10 minutes to play in the half. It's all WKU. Gave him a good spot and the first down. Off the play action. Here's Rush. He's got plenty of running room if he wants it. And doesn't slide and takes on some tacklers. And he's down to the 40-yard line of WKU. Down 28-7. Got to get it going a little bit. And the pass out across the middle, able to complete to Dion Butler. So 4th and 15 at the 30 of WKU. And they're going to go. And this might not be indicative of the score. They might have gone anyway. It was 14-7.
Because of the win. Here they come with the blitz.
Blitzing from the outside. Rush steps up and throws it. It's caught. Touchdown. Courtney Williams. On 4th and 15, they go for it. It's a 30-yard touchdown, and it keeps the Chippewas in the game.
One thing they said about just how accurate this young man is and how much poise he has.
Not only that, what a fabulous job of one reading the blitz, the offensive line picking it up, giving him time to step up in the pocket clean, throw the ball vertically downfield to complete it for the touchdown.
Here's Heavey on for the extra point. The extra point is good. And WKU trying to get it going and add to their lead. Little trickeration in the backfield. Taywan Taylor, the speedster, winds up with it and scampers down the near sideline for a first down.
Well, football's so important. You know they named the game after it?
Dowdy able to go sideline to Willie McNeil for the touchdown. With all sorts of time, that's good for 55 yards, and for Willie McNeil, able to make the big play and get the all-time school receptions record in the process.
Not only that, Brandon Dowdy just makes it look so easy in the pocket. The defender slips on this, but it's a great pitch and catch to Willie McNeil. But I've been so impressed with Brandon Dowdy thus far in this game. Nothing really upsets him in the pocket. Nothing distracts him in the pocket. He just stands tall all day long.
He knows where he's going. He's got a very strong arm. He's exceptionally accurate.
The extra point on the way.
Good thing Western Kentucky did play a poor defense in the back.
Brandon Dowdy. That's his 5th touchdown pass of the afternoon. And we're not even at halftime. And again, that game in St. Petersburg, not to be confused with Tampa. They're very serious about that down there. Devin Spalding hits the brakes. And they'll get some extra yards because of it.
They have 3 timeouts left, and they'll probably use them.
Central Michigan really needs another score before halftime. Not an interception is what they need. That was nearly picked off by Cam Thomas.
Thomas or more total offense.
They are out of the gun with 45 seconds left. And Dowdy's throwing and completing across midfield to Mitchell Henry, who's having a career year. And Henry, the senior, will add to it.
Across the middle.
35 seconds left. Dowdy's looking their foot off the accelerator. 8 seconds left in the half.
Run or throw. I bet you they run it.
He's got Leon Allen behind him. They do hand it off to Allen, and he crashes through. And this time there is no mistaking it. Touchdown, Western Kentucky. Allen's 16th touchdown of the season, 13th on the ground.
Terrific job by Allen of making sure he gets it into the end zone on the second effort. Good surge by the offensive line. Great leverage by the guys up front.
See Dowdy smiling through the face mask. Why wouldn't he be, right? They're having a ball. They're having a blast. That's fun.
You're in a bowl game, doing a terrific job, scoring a lot of points. That's what they do.
It's 80 degrees. And they would never want to leave except that it's Christmas Eve. There'll be a lot of little buses leaving here going to the airport.
Well, most teams are flying the charter back to be over for Christmas Eve.
Here's a big third down conversion opportunity. This one for Central Michigan, though. On 3rd and 15 from the 20. Rush is taken down. A couple of flags on the play. Derek Overstreet brought him down.
They won their last 4. But I tell you, in a bowl game like this, when the other team embarrasses you, all of a sudden you say, maybe we need to run that offense a little bit more because we can't stop it.
Dowdy had so much time there, allowed Anthony Wales to come free underneath.
I keep on harping on it's a way to get it done.
Handed off to Wales. That ball came free. Chippewas say they have it. Justin Cherokee. And they do. A spark for Central Michigan here.
It's an opportunity for Central Michigan to take advantage of this. Hopefully a momentum swing for them. They finally got a turnover. They stopped Western Kentucky from scoring. Now they have to do something with the football. Just one touchdown, and let's go from there. They've got 2 in the first half. Let's get 1 in the second half, and let's move on from there.
We talked to the coach. He said we want to get a lead and force them into one-dimensional.
Rush drops the football. I think he recovered it. Tanner Reeves again had the good pressure. Brings up, going to go 3 it out, and Calusi is back to punt. Off the side of his foot and then some. And that football might be loose. 35 yards, there's a flag coming out. They give him a chance to catch it.
They did not give the receiver a chance to catch the ball. You have to give him an opportunity to catch it. He did not have the opportunity to do so. Hey, I don't know why we have officials. They can call from up here.
It'd be hard for you to throw the
You
flag
catch interference.
here.
Number 16, the kicking team. Nice 15 yards, first down.
He's punted into the wind, in fairness, but punts of 15, 25, and 12 yards. Central Michigan, the last 3 punts. And right away on first down, Anthony Wales, touchdown. Field position has been everything, and on first down, the Hilltoppers strike again.
Nice job of execution on the left side of the offensive line, creating the seam for him to hit. He never got touched on this play, Coach.
No, he really did. Very well blocked. He definitely got in. All the ball has to do is hit the pylon. It doesn't have to be inside it.
Well, I'm not disagreeing with you again because I agree with the officiating crew that was right there watching the play the last time, and we were both wrong.
No, I wasn't wrong. You were
No,
wrong.
not
The
you. I
official was
said
wrong. I was wrong a few years ago.
But Mark, I'm sure his family appreciated you circling him, so everybody's going to see him at home on Christmas Eve. Wow, all Hilltoppers in a big way.
See you when you're getting treatment, when you're going through this time. You said that you don't know where you'd be without them. What does it mean to have that support, that family all the time?
Lessons, not your problems. You're here at a bowl game. Yeah, you aren't playing very well, but this could turn out to be a positive in the long run.
In the air and caught and then dropped. Titus Davis brought it down, but couldn't hang on to it.
This is the record, Coach. He can tie these guys with one more. He can surpass them. And offensive coordinator Tyson Helton's up in the press box. You probably just saw that graphic.
Look at this. Here's Wales. takes a helmet down to the 41-yard line. Tony Anise. But Anthony Wales rips off a gain of 29-3 from the 13. Dowdy completes. Has enough for the first down to Willie McNeil. Dowdy stays out there to hold for Garrett Schwetmund. This will be a 36-yard field goal attempt. And no good.
One thing about this game, special teams have been a premium, whether it be field goals, kickoffs, returns.
On third down and 9, here's Martez Walker. He's got first down yardage. For action, ESPN's coverage of Capital One Bowl Mania and the 2014 Popeyes Bahamas Bowl.
Why is it every time you mention Popeye's chicken, you look at me?
Because there's some on the side of your mouth still, that's why.
That's good.
Here's John Bocci, the fullback. Joe Bocci, I beg your pardon.
You know, football is such a great game. It's a team sport. And that's the thing I love the most about it. It wasn't about being an individual.
On third and 5, rush completes. Good for the first down, and maybe
I'll tell you the experience I had.
handoff is Walker. Running right up the middle and still going before finally tripped up on a touchdown-saving tackle by Derek Overstreet.
Dan Eno's a fine, fine coach.
Here's Rush, looking for the end zone. Touchdown! It's Titus Davis. And if nothing else, the score will look a lot better in the box score tomorrow morning.
I tell you, that Connor Rush, you know, he's only a sophomore. He's got a good future.
Great job of timing on the route because he knew he was going to wait for Titus Davis to get open. He's going to beat the defender one-on-one. Easy slam, touchdown.
Kickers are so precise. They work off those steps.
1.3 seconds is all it takes.
And that extra point, in essence, a short field goal, is good.
Just to see which team improves the most on defense. I think that's Achilles' heel for both of them.
3rd and 2, that pass batted down by Blake Serpa, the junior from Sugar Grove, Illinois.
Central Michigan's got
Yeah.
Michigan State, Oklahoma State,
Yeah.
and Syracuse.
Yeah.
Here's Rush, throwing and completing. And Mike Kidbill staying on his feet. The 3 or 4 guys came over to drop him. That was... You all right? You be okay there?
Oh, my family will be there. We go to support my son, I'm sure.
Rush, throwing. Has Titus Davis open. Did he get there? Reaching across, he did. Touchdown. Titus Davis, his 3rd receiving touchdown of the game. 4th passing touchdown for Cooper Rush.
Maybe Cooper Rush will set the record with 5 touchdown passes. Or 6.
One thing about Titus Davis, great awareness of knowing where the goal line is. Makes a terrific pivot move here, turns in. He's being pulled back. He knows where the goal line is. Getting the ball across the goal line to score a touchdown.
Remember, Davis dropped one in the end zone earlier as well. Evie on for the extra point. Made 34 of 36 point after touchdowns during the regular season. He's got that one too. Looks better on the scoreboard. Here's the 4th. 2nd down and 10. Seen a lot more Wales than Allen as the game has progressed. Throw back across the green, and it's Willie McNeil.
Here's the 6th
Willie
one.
McNeil.
Here's the 6th one. Oh, no.
And he cuts it back and is brought down to the 10, and the ball is loose. 5 Chippewas around it. They recover. Tony Anise picks up the fumble and runs it all the way back out to the 36-yard line. Don't go anywhere, folks. Willie McNeil looked like he was going for history to get Dowdy the tie for the record. What a change of events.
Unbelievable.
And this is an outstanding job of not giving up on the play. Right here, see the defenders coming down the field, going with the play, stripping them of the ball, then recovering the fumble. That's a huge play for Central Michigan.
Man, and both these coaches were so impressive with how they handle their people. And talking to the players, you have to be impressed.
On 2nd and 1, Martez Walker has that and plenty more. Another first down. 3rd down and 5. Rush. Throwing. Had a man wide open, and I mean wide. Courtney Williams out at the 9-yard line.
He was wide open. A great job of the offensive line of blocking and getting Cooper Rush time to throw the ball vertically. He had to wait for the ball to get there under pressure, but he's still making plays and hanging in there.
I was very impressed with them. The problem is how they're going to replace so many of their seniors that they have. As I mentioned, they returned 20 starters from last year's football team. 3rd highest among any of the major schools.
Davis in motion, top of your screen. See if Rush goes that way. It is caught. It's Courtney Williams for the touchdown.
Good job of execution by the Chippewas. Nice protection.
So if I would have said we were going to go to see a college football game where both quarterbacks would throw 5 touchdown passes, you'd sign up for that, right?
Absolutely.
I
Lots of fun.
Oh, the defensive backfield coaches aren't having so much fun.
So they score after all. Penalty hurts them really only in the clock. Lost 48 seconds. Down 2 scores, 3 minutes to play. And all 3 timeouts.
Position. I agree, kick it off, give them the ball on their 25, but now you have a chance onside it.
Ron Caluzzi.
Yeah.
Little pooch kick there. Did he touch that? Any chance he touched that ball? Is that ball a loose ball? Flags fly.
I don't think he touched it. I think it went over his head.
Doesn't matter whether it touched it or not.
Yeah,
it's a free ball. It's a live ball. The question is, did the ball bounce out of bounds?
Buckle up, people.
Here we go.
The ruling on the field is the ball never touched the receiver. It did touch a member of the kicking team and then touched out of bounds. This is a kickoff out of bounds. Ball be placed at the 35-yard line. 1st and 10.
Chaos avoided.
It doesn't have to touch him. That's a free ball.
I don't know what he was thinking.
I tell you, that they tried to knock it back in. Oh, if he would have swatted it back in instead of trying to recover it.
So close. There's his elbow.
Yeah, position though. 4 years ago, under Coach Taggart, I think it was, they just ran the ball, all power.
Look at this. He's throwing deep. He won't complete it, but they're going to try. You know, you get the sense these coaching staffs, they're aware of the records. Maybe somebody told them it's a bowl game. Why not, get Dowdy a chance to get it? Get 2 timeouts left for the Chippewas. Needing 2 scores. Rush steps up and throws complete for a first down. Dion Butler on the receiving end.
How many yards has Cooper Rush thrown for?
368, Lou, off the top of my head.
Uh-oh,
But he's looking for more. He airmailed it to Jesse Kroll, who brought it down. Oh, there are 2 of them. Here's Rush. Throwing. It's caught. Anthony Garland makes his presence felt. His first catch of the day is a touchdown. And we're in a 1-score football game. Raise your hand if you saw this coming, people.
You know, there's nothing worse than. Now, he was in the end zone, Mark. He wasn't down. See the difference between him and the quarterback?
Gee, thanks for pointing that out.
Nothing worse being on the sideline and the momentum's against you, and you can't change it.
Anthony Garland, where you been? First time we mentioned you today, the senior from Ferndale, Michigan, and it's 49-42.
How about that? Cooper Rush has tied the bull record. We were talking all the entire game about Brandon Dowdy. 5 touchdown passes in the first half. How about this? Cooper Rush comes storming back in the second half, and he's on the all-time record
That
list.
is a chartering. And there is the onside kick. And let's see.
Did it go 10?
Didn't matter. They touched it.
There is a flag.
Oh, it might have ruled Western Kentucky offside.
Those guys have had kind of a challenging afternoon.
I tell you.
There's no foul during the down. The flags were mistakenly used to show where the kickers had touched the kick. However, the receivers recover the ball beyond this spot. That's where the ball would be placed. 1st and 10, Western Kentucky.
Solid explanation there.
I tell you, I guarantee they talk to one another more than they have their families. They have all the time.
That's Sailor LaValle. Made contact with that football. Not a tipped ball. A million things can happen, go wrong. That's clean living right there.
Played smart at the quarterback position all day.
On the draw.
This is what I expected the whole game for Central Michigan to control it.
About a 9-second difference. Game clock and play clock. You know, Acapenti is back to punt. If he can get it in the air, should be able to hang on for a victory. Titus Davis, we've been talking about him, is down at the 10-yard line. He'll let it bounce. And it will get back for a touchback. There's 1 second left on the clock. Why wouldn't there be? Little international competition. The first postseason FBS bowl game outside of North America between 2 American schools since the 1937 Bacardi Bowl.
5 days before I was born.
Here we go. Last chance. What are you going to do? Cooper Rush will throw it in the air and look for a whole lot of help. Ball is caught. Oh, lateral to the 15. It's lateral again. Is that still alive? That's Titus Davis. Can he turn the corner? And chaos ensues. The unthinkable, with 1 second left, has happened. You know that thing about never leave? I'm telling you.
Titus Davis is shaking up on the play.
Now, I believe that 7 touchdown passes. Did he get in? Did he get in? Did he get in?
Can you imagine?
Yes. Yep.
Hit the pylon with the ball.
We're going overtime, ladies and gentlemen.
This is insane.
Insane.
People are texting their friends all over the country.
What an
Put the
incredible
TV
play.
on. You need to see what's going on at the inaugural Popeyes Bahamas Bowl.
And it looked clean. Wow.
They still got to successfully hit the extra point here. It's 49-48.
How about trying to win it and go for two?
There you go. Who said overtime?
Go for two.
Central Michigan is going to go for two. The touchdown is good. You want to see a fantastic finish? Hey, either way.
This is incredible. I applaud him for going for two.
This game's had everything in it.
Look at this. 2-point conversion for the win. Back corner of the end zone. No! It's knocked away. Wonderful Terry. The coverage on Jesse Kroll. And that's how this game will end. Are you kidding me? 49-48, Western Kentucky. This was a 42-14 game at halftime.
No quitting the Chippewas. What a great comeback by Daniel Squad, but at the end of it, right here fighting for the football. They're letting them both fight for the football.
Yep.
We saw 12 touchdown passes thrown. We saw a game that was 42-14 at halftime. End up with a 49-48 final score. Be sure to catch the Popeyes Bahamas Bowl trophy ceremony. Yeah, don't miss that. Presented by Capital One, coming up next on ESPN3. Next on ESPN's the NFL Insiders. For all of us here in Nassau, thanks for watching. Merry Christmas, everybody, indeed.